Hello everybody, this is Mo and this is Mo Chat. Alright, it is 9:20 p.m. and it is October the 3rd, 2016. Now earlier today I did put out an alert about Yellowstone National Park, about that earthquake that happened there in a town called Cody, Wyoming. Now it is approximately 60-something kilometers away from Old Faithful Geyser in Yellowstone National Park. Okay, it was a 2.3. And then they had another one just 3 hours ago. They had another one that was a 2.2. One of them was 11 kilometers deep, and the other one was 14 kilometers deep. The reason why I'm mentioning this right off the bat, I want you to know, if you are just now visiting my channel, I am Mo, and I am very interested in the study of the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire includes 6 to 7 continents that are in a circle, with Hawaii being in the middle. Now, the reason why I mention Yellowstone in relationship to that Ring of Fire is Yellowstone is so large. The caldera underneath Yellowstone National Park is so large. It is one of those volcanoes that they call a super volcano. So I always include information concerning Yellowstone. If I see anything or any type of alert, I will always include it in my report. I try to keep my report on the Ring of Fire area concerning earthquakes and volcanoes, tsunamis if one is hitting, or a tidal wave, any type of thing like that. I will include it in this report. Alright. We will move on from here, okay? Let's do this earthquake info. Now, Terrebonne, Oregon, we talked about that earlier, 6 hours ago, okay? So we'll start from there. It was a 2.0, and I don't believe I mentioned any volcano around that area. I believe there's an older one there that they say is not active. So, the only thing they're giving me on that is that it was an explosion of some sort. So it must be a rock quarry or some kind of an oil field or fracking going on maybe. But it was just a small explosion, and it was a negative 1.7. That means it's almost like a surface explosion there. So, without any other information, and they don't give you much more than that, so that's all we can do is just report it. Okay? Continuing on from that point, there has still been earthquakes going off in Alaska. Okay, in Cantwell. They have had more than one today. They had one earlier. Mount McKinley. All around Mount McKinley and the Redoubt volcano. Also the Pavlov and the Cleveland volcanoes that are on the Aleutian Trench. There's often earthquakes going on there. Several ones a day. These will happen. They range anywhere from 1s up to 3s. So I haven't heard any really big ones up there lately. I think there was a 4.4 along that area yesterday, but I haven't seen one today. So we just keep an eye on it. That's the best we can do. Okay, we'll go on from there, continue. Volcano Hawaii is always having little earthquakes going off there, and we all know that Hawaii's volcanoes are just constantly on and off. They're like water faucets. They turn them on, they turn them off. These volcanoes are just like every other day they're going off. This one on Volcano Hawaii, pretty ominous name, right? Wouldn't you love to live in a place called Volcano? Not me. Volcano Hawaii, I would be moving. That's just me though, because I'm kind of scared of things like that. Okay, we'll also move on to a place called Paracas, Peru. It is also located in that ring of fire. There are some active volcanoes around that area. If you go to www.volcanodiscovery.com, you can pull up a list of active volcanoes around the ring of fire. They will tell you about it. Peru, that earthquake was, let's see if it'll give me, it was 18 kilometers deep. I'm so sorry for that interruption. My phone is constantly going off. I have several alert things on my phone concerning volcanoes and earthquakes, and when that thing goes off, it just goes crazy. So I had to turn it off so we could actually continue our info time here. Okay. My time is your time. When I'm here, I try to stay right here. Although I am eating candy corn. Does everyone have their candy corn for Halloween? You've got to get that stuff. It's so good. Okay. Okay, that was Paracas. We got that one, right? Okay. We shall continue. The Fiji Islands as well also had one. Had a 4.7 south of the Fiji Islands. And that is on the edge of our ring of fire down there. And don't forget they have some volcanoes around those areas too. Out there in the middle of nowhere. That is pretty close to New Zealand. I do have a subscriber in New Zealand. The Fiji Islands, 4.7. And that was 5 hours ago approximately, I believe. It was 4.75 hours ago, and it was south of the Fiji Islands. 514 kilometers deep. Okay, so that must be in one of those trenches down there. It's real close to that Tonga Trench. I don't know if it's actually in it or running along beside it, but 500 and something kilometers deep. So no one might have felt that. Maybe you felt a tremor of it or something. But, wow, that's a good size earthquake and very deep there. Willow, Alaska had some. They have some almost every day and yesterday as well. Anchorage has some, and that's real close to that redoubt as well. It's in the Cook Inlet. Pawnee, Oklahoma, you seem to stay on the board. You just can't calm down there. I'm sure that has something to do with that fracking going on. There was problems there back in the beginning of the month. There was a 5.6 in Oklahoma. I had lots of people contact me from there letting me know about that. I have friends and family that live there, so we always keep a high watch on Oklahoma and Kansas. For heaven's sakes, we've even had some here. We haven't had any today in Kansas, though, thank goodness. 3 hours ago, Papua New Guinea had another one of 4.5. It was 123 kilometers deep. And that was actually close to that Mount Wilhelm. And it was on land, so we'll keep an eye out there. I'd like to know what that fault line running right through there is. There is a line running through there that goes right through close to Ireland and Solomon Sea. So we'll keep an eye on that one too. It was kind of deep, but that is in a mountainous area there. Cobb, California, another one, so it looks like they've had about 2 of them. Enterprise. Redoubt Volcano of 1.6. That's another volcano that I am a little bit concerned about. It's up there by that Cook Inlet. Westmoreland, California. Where exactly is Westmoreland? That's right down there above Tijuana, below San Diego, and south of Los Angeles. That is where our problems are coming in, right in there, between Los Angeles and San Francisco. They've been talking about an increased alert warnings that they're putting out about a possible earthquake going on the west coast between San Francisco and Los Angeles. And they've been talking about that swarm that occurred around the Salton Sea. There's lots of information on it. Please go to www.usgs.gov for any alerts or reports coming out of that area. To get the correct information, you want to visit the best pages that you can find. This one was only a 7.3 kilometers deep, and it was a 2.3. There is just a lot of activity going along in that area right there. That San Andreas Fault is what they're talking about. So we need to really pay attention to that. Okay, anything else? Edmond, Oklahoma. You're still having some problems. Northeast of Oklahoma City there. That's Edmond. And it was a 2.2. It was only 6 kilometers deep. Now, 2.2 is fairly small. You might not have noticed it. You know, it looks like 12 people have noticed it, so they may be real close to where it happened. So 12 people have noticed that. So we'll keep an eye on Oklahoma City. With 12 people reporting, I know that sounds like a small number, but we still want to pay attention to that. Oklahoma is my home state. I will always report on Oklahoma, no matter what. Okay, let's see. Go back. Okay, a couple of last ones here. It looks like Chile had one of 4.2. That is in our Ring of Fire. And there is some active volcanoes around that Chile area as well. 34 minutes ago, Northridge, California had a 2.0. Where exactly is Northridge? It also says 2 kilometers south-southeast. That is right south of Los Angeles, right there. There are many little earthquakes going off right in there. I will leave links to other pages for you to get more information. Also, there are other pages that tell you more about the Ring of Fire and about Yellowstone, and I will leave those links for you so you can check it out yourself. Please stay with me. Hit that subscribe button if you like my channel. And please send me any comment that you want to, especially about that Ring of Fire, or if you hear of something going on and you want to share it with everyone, please do that. Just hit that comment button and send me a comment. I truly appreciate it. This is Mo. This is Mo Chat and your Earthquake Info Time. Have a good evening. Check back with me tomorrow for some more updates. See you in the morning. Bye.